Over the years, I've talked to a lot of people who were injured in a store. Most commonly, people are in a grocery store and they slip on a substance or water on the floor, they fall and they get hurt. Although there are many other ways people can get hurt inside of a store. I've had cases where people were shopping somewhere like Walmart and the shelf collapsed, or a bunch of heavy things came off of a high shelf and hurt them. Stores can be dangerous places, and they'll call me and they'll ask me, do I have a case against the store? Well, the law in South Carolina is actually a little bit complicated when it comes to if one person is hurt on another person's property. So a lot of people have a misconception that just because someone is injured on someone else's property, that the owner of that property or the manager of that property is going to be responsible for their injuries. That's true sometimes, other times it's not true. One common situation is when the owner of a store or the manager of a store or one of the employees decides to do some cleaning up. So maybe they'll go get a mop bucket or get some wax or something like that, and they'll come out into the store and they will create a dangerous condition by putting something slippery on the floor. In a case like that, if somebody comes along and there's no signs or anything and they just slip in that slippery substance, then the owner of those premises is going to probably be responsible for those injuries because they created the dangerous condition. And when I say owner, that also includes the manager or the employees. So if an employee of a store creates a dangerous condition to where someone could fall and it's foreseeable that they would fall, and there's no warning about that, they didn't tape the area off or put up cones or anything like that, that's almost always going to be a good case. Other times, we're looking at a situation where actually a fellow shopper created the dangerous condition. So let's say we're in a grocery store, someone drops grapes on the floor, maybe steps on them, and there's a slippery spot there on the floor. And then a few minutes later, another shopper comes down the same aisle, they slip on that slippery spot and fall. That's going to be a lot tougher case. The law says that the owner or the manager of a store has got to know that there's a dangerous condition and then not take any action to clean it up. So we look to see if an employee was going to clean it up and then forgot to do it or just decided not to do it. Those can be good cases. Also, if a lot of time has gone by between when that dangerous condition was created and when the accident happened, that can be a good case too, because the employees of a store or the owner or the manager, they all have a duty to inspect that store on a regular basis. And in fact, most stores have a log that a manager has to sign or an employee has to sign that says somebody walked around the store and checked it out. A lot of times you'll find those posted up next to the bathroom in the back of a store. So if a lot of time has gone by, then we can make an argument that they certainly should have known there was a dangerous condition there. If it's only been a few minutes, that's going to be a little bit of a tougher call. But sometimes I have interviewed employees at these stores and found out that they did know about it. And sometimes they'll even say something like, well, I saw that was over there, but I was busy and I didn't have time to clean that up. And that can be a good case even though only a few minutes went by. So if you have been injured in a slip and fall, or you've tripped on something, something's fallen off a shelf and hit you in a store, it's very important that you talk to a lawyer right away, because sometimes the more time that goes by, videos get deleted or recorded over. Employees might leave that job and go somewhere else and become very hard to find. And the more time goes by, the more forgetful people are about what happened. If you've been injured in an accident in a store or on someone else's premises, you can give me a call anytime to talk about that. The number's 803-5-MILLION. That's 803-5 and all zeros after that. It's a free call, and I'm happy to talk to you for as long as it takes to answer your questions. You can also check us out on the web at www.leeinjury.com, or send me an email, Tyler, Tyler, at leeinjury.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. We'll make you an appointment, and we'll talk about your case.